The asylum seekers, particularly Tamil asylum seekers from Sri Lanka and India, are being kept in Diego Garcia, which is very concerning. They are being kept in a military island, in a camp, which is almost like an open prison. They are saying they are not detaining them, but in fact, it is a detention. There are restrictions in the camp. The camp is surrounded by fence and military guards, so the people would not be able to go out on their own, or they cannot travel across the island. Also, there are several restrictions on communication, the facility to contact their family members. Since last October, we started representing them on a pro bono basis, and we are also having enormous difficulties in representing them due to these restrictions. All these are having direct adverse impact on the mental health as well as the physical health of the detainees there. They are not being provided adequate food. Sometimes they have to go to the coconut estates within the camp to collect coconut to meet their food requirements or have additional meals. And also the lack of medical treatment is the most concerning thing, which is leading them for the deterioration of their mental health. And time to time, there are officials who when they are trying to persuade them and even push them to withdraw their claims and return to their country of origin, by even going to the extent of threatening them that they are criminals because they have breached the law and entered Diego Garcia in illegal means, and they would not be accepted into any third country or any Western countries. This has triggered their suicidal ideation, and a particular incident which happened at the end of February has triggered them to act on it, and they have attempted suicidal attempt. A number of them had almost simultaneously attempted to end their life in a life-threatening manner. The treatment in regards to the immigration, asylum consideration, as well as the medical treatment, is completely different from the normal policies towards asylum seekers in the UK, because this is an exceptional case where we are also having this situation for the first time. There had been no process to consider an asylum claim. Only after the arrival of these asylum seekers in this country, they are gradually developing an asylum process. However, they are still being represented by the government legal department. The Bayot administration is being represented by the government legal department in the UK. Therefore, the UK is fully responsible. And also the treatments are being handled by private companies, private agencies. Therefore, there are several concerns. They are not providing adequate information. For example, when the client's conditions have worsened and they decided to take them to Rwanda for further treatment, we were not notified. Only after we raised complaints, they started notifying us. Even that is after they were taken, we have only been notified. So we also wrote to them requesting further information on the agreements between the Rwanda hospitals and Bayot or the UK, and also the details of the treatment, what type of treatments are being provided and what type of treatment is required. However, we are not being given adequate information. So it is very concerning that they are being discriminated from the other asylum seekers from other parts of the country, or to the treatments that normally asylum seekers would receive in the UK. The asylum seekers in Diego Garcia are being discriminated.